Keri Rose. I'm 41. I live in southeast Portland, Oregon. This is my little house and yard. I am a school teacher. I teach high school English today, 10th and 11th grade. And yeah, I'm a brain tumor survivor and a cancer patient. My partner and I went to Orcas Island, and when we were on the way home, he looked over and he's like, one of my eyes was lazy. The right eye had fallen lazy. And so the next morning at 7 o'clock, I was at OHSU for an MRI with contrast. I got a call about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe a little after that. He said, you know, can you talk? And I was in a real safe space. It was an amazing, project with amazing people. So I was like, yeah, and he told me, and I just sort of went white. And again, as fate would have things, I'm so blessed somehow that it's a benign tumor. Malignant by location, and that it's done, it's spread from the pituitary to the brainstem. So she morphed, and Matilda is who we're talking about. Ended up with a neurosurgeon that I really trusted and loved, and postponed surgery for like 6 months because with the rate of growth of the tumor, she wasn't going to kill me in 6 months. Took these classes that I really wanted to take that wouldn't all be offered together again for like 3 years. I was like, I can't miss school. Like, I'm not postponing school for brain surgery. Sorry, no way. I had surgery in December, actually the last day of finals. The next day I went in for surgery, and then I had MRIs every 3 months, and then every 6 months, and then every 9 months, and now I'm on the 1-year program. So every March I go in and we take pictures of Matilda and hang out and see if she's moving. And so far, in all these years, she just doesn't change, It'll be 10 years in December, so it's 10 years in June from diagnosis. Again, I've been blessed. I mean, working with the National Brain Tumor Society and, being part of this Portland walk for my 4th year has been amazing, seeing the stories. And I realize I'm John. I look around, and how I got off so easy. People are amazing, and everyone has such a connection with brain tumors in their own lives that the support that's offered is so real, and genuine, because it's just, it's like to sort of see people go through a diagnosis like that, and just to think about, like growing in your head, how and why, and my family, they're amazing. My parents, they rock. Well, it's just, it's one of those things to put them at ease at the beginning of the year. One of the first things I do is introduce Matilda, so that they don't have to ask questions about, why does that crazy teacher have her eyes shut? Was she? And so that all that's dissipated, Here's who she is, here's a picture of her, check it out. And this is where she lives, in there. And so, and then I tell them about the committee. I think several of them, may come to the walk. Diagnosed with Matilda and such, the health coverage at Lewis and Clark only went so far. And there was like a lifetime maximum. Well, you can imagine how quickly, I think it was like $75,000 lifetime maximum. And that lasts about, 2.5 days through surgery and craniotomy and all that. Radiation's $55,000 a day, or a week. It's $11,000 a day is what it was charging the insurance. Outrageous. But so I was struggling to pay for my rent and all of that, and cover the medical bills that were on top of that. And the Lewis and Clark students, spearheaded by, I don't remember who spearheaded it, just happened, did a fundraiser, and instead of selling their books back to like the book room for themselves and getting money back, and they donated their books. And so we sold whatever portion back to the book room, and then took a bunch to Powell's, and all of that money went towards my medical costs. It was amazing. And then the Herons started, and it became something that I wanted, so I realized I had to start controlling myself. And so it became something I was doing every year on my birthday. And then this year, because of everything else going on, that wasn't able to happen on my birthday, so I pushed it out, and that's when you filmed me. It was what should have been my birthday tattoo.
Okay.
And so, and I'm one of those that now that I've blown it once and couldn't get it on my birthday, I'm like, oh, I don't need to wait, so I'm already ready to go get the next one. I'm like, oh, I'll just film it, and then I'm like, no, I have to have control. So yeah, so they started that way, and there's several different artists now, and Kim, she's the best. I mean, just in the space and her friendship and all of that. So, yeah.
Is it ever going to stop?
Well, I mean, eventually, and then by then, yeah, who knows? If we treated people every day as if they had, a deadly disease. I mean, indeed, we do. We're all alive. That's fairly deadly, but, in that kind of way, treat everyone, because the way that people came out when they knew that I had Matilda, was an amazing outpouring of support. And to have that is what sustains being able to, keep taking steps forward and not sink into the possibilities of all the negative things. One of the things, there's so many cities. There's not that many cities that do brain tumor walks. Maybe there's 9, and I might be exaggerating that could grow with the NBTS. I mean, if people, we all have a connection somehow with brain tumors, whether it's 2 degrees of separation or 4 degrees of separation, we all know someone whose life has been impacted by it. And so just reaching out, again, like treating people every day. Assume that the person you're talking to has, something deadly going on, and have compassion. And then reach out when you do to let people know. I think so many people are so silent because, they feel, like they don't want to burden other people with it, or they don't, this sort of stigma of being sick. What did I do to get sick? And the more the story comes out, it's a lot like sharing it with the kids. I think that they just, they embrace it so quickly because it's real. And to let the stories be known so that we can remember that we all have that in common, that we all have something that we share. And you see that at the NBTS. I mean, people, the genuine, just like acknowledgement of like, wow, you see the survivors in their t-shirts. And when there's so many, I mean, sometimes there's, a lot, and you see that. It's like, okay, and people are smiling and hugging each other and so excited to see each other again because they were there the year before. And, we've been wondering about you, and to find out that someone else is doing well, and so often to find out that someone's not. So, puts a lot of things in perspective.